outside of Baltimore. You're looking at pictures right now that have come into us. It's Towson, just outside of Baltimore, where the SWAT team had to respond to a television station. And that television station, WMAR, on its website is saying that a dump truck rammed its building. Then the report shortly after 12 noon came in that there was an armed man possibly in the building, and as you saw, the police en masse responding with obviously heavy armaments and heavy ordnance as well. You can see the damage at the front of WMAR, and those images coming from another station, WBAL, and this just came in moments ago. Our Athena Jones has been working this story as well, and clearly, Athena, when you're talking about a television station filled with reporters, there is information getting out of there even if they can't broadcast it.
That's right, Ashley. And you know, this is a bizarre incident, a very, very scary scene. It's still, as you can see, an active situation. I'm watching the feed coming in just as you are. We saw that police, that SWAT team on the ground, but we're hearing from the station itself and from reporters who are tweeting out what's been going on. So we've been able to learn a little bit more. For one thing, I should tell you, they did do a head count. One person tweeted that everyone is out of the building and safe. Many are calling loved ones to let them know they're okay. But of course, there's still concerns about this potentially armed suspect in the building. One reporter there, Brian Kubler, is tweeting that he saw the truck ram the building 3 times. So it didn't just run into the building. You can see some of the damage earlier that ramming created. It was a large truck. This reporter tweeted that it was possibly a landscaping truck. The same reporter said the suspect tried to get into the building screaming, "Let me in," and said he was God. This all happened about 15 minutes before the top of the hour, so this has been unfolding now for a little over an hour, and we can see that it's still not resolved. But from these tweets we're getting from the station warned folks to stay away from their location there on York Road in Towson in the Towson area. Nearby is Towson University. There's also St. Joseph's Hospital, so it's a very densely populated area where this situation is unfolding. And right next door is a school, St. Pius Elementary School. It's pre-K through 8th grade that is now on lockdown as the law enforcement tries to get a hold of this. Ashley?
Athena Jones reporting for us. And Athena, our colleague from Reliable Sources, Brian Stelter, joins me live on set as well. And this is one of the more remarkable aspects of this story. I just said it to Athena, I'll say it to you. Filled with journalists, they are reporting just via Twitter, and you're monitoring.
Right, because they can't get onto the air. Yeah. First thing you might think of, it's 11:45 a.m. when this truck rams through the front door of this local TV station. First thing you might think is he trying to get onto television? He's trying to get onto the local news at noon, right? Is he trying to get onto the airwaves for some reason? Well, this station doesn't have a noon newscast. It was playing a Judge Judy type show at noon. So, maybe that's not, maybe that's not what you would first think of.
On
the other hand, if the guys,
is everyone out? Are they safe?
That's the most important detail. According to the news director on Twitter, everybody's out. That they were able to do a head count, and so that's okay. And we've seen a lot of staffers tweeting about being pushed further back from the scene. But like you mentioned, they haven't been able to get on air and cover this story themselves because they are the story.
And the SWAT team, as we can see from the pictures, by the way, we were running these pictures on delay just in case anything happened. At this point, we're giving you video of some of the most compelling images of the SWAT team members arriving at WMAR. Again, it's the ABC affiliate just outside of Baltimore in Towson. But they were able to evacuate, and at this point, we do not know if that man is armed, if he's still inside. Just a quick last comment.
And because it's taking a while, we may not know for quite a while.
And they're doing what they call the sweep typically at this point, but this is so dangerous for police officers because clearly if a man, as Athena was reporting, rammed the station saying he was God, you are not dealing with someone who has all of his capacities at this point. That's why they are our bravest. All right, we'll continue to cover this here on CNN. I'm going to pass the baton over to my colleague Wolf Blitzer, who will pick up our coverage on this and other breaking news of the day right after this quick break. Thanks for being with us.